The world as we know it has changed. We need to change the way we work. Stay safe, stop the spread, and save lives. That is why our new health and safety protocols are so important. Always wear a cloth face mask when you leave home and when you travel to work. Sanitize your hands when you enter and exit the workplace. You need to get screened for fever and symptoms every day before work. Wear your cloth face mask at all times. Work 1.5 meters apart or between physical barriers. Wash your hands properly and often with soap and running water for 20 seconds. Wash them also before and after eating and after visiting the toilet. Practice safe social distancing at all times. Stay at least 1.5 meters away from customers and co-workers and avoid groups and crowds. It's difficult, but try not to touch your face. There should be no physical contact with others. Avoid crowds and gatherings. Use taxis and buses that adhere to the new safety regulations and wear your cloth face mask at all times. Wash your hands after touching objects or surfaces that are commonly touched by others, or use a 70% alcohol-based sanitizer. Sneeze or cough into your elbow or use a tissue instead. Immediately discard used tissues, face masks and gloves in a closed bin. Regularly clean and disinfect surfaces and objects that are touched often. The virus can stay active on hard surfaces for days. Keep physical distance in common areas such as bathrooms, toilets, cloakrooms and queues. Only use paper towels to dry your hands. All cloth towels should be removed. Notify your employer before you want to attend a funeral, and familiarize yourself with regulations for attendance at funerals. Good hand hygiene is one of the best ways to protect yourself against the virus. If you need to wear gloves, wash your hands before and after use. Never touch your face, even if you wear gloves. Throw used gloves in a closed bin immediately after use. Break times will be staggered to avoid grouping in common areas. Sit next to each other, 1.5 meters apart and not face to face. Always wash your hands before putting your cloth face mask on. Pick it up by the elastic bands or loops. Try not to touch the mask when you secure the loops tightly around your ears. Make sure the mask fits well and covers your nose and mouth. It's difficult, but try not to touch the front or inside of the mask throughout the day. Face masks should not be lowered when you speak, cough or sneeze. If you accidentally touch your mask, wash your hands immediately. When taking your mask off, handle it by the elastic bands or loops. Don't touch the outside. Wash your cloth face mask with warm soapy water after a day's use and iron the mask once it's dry. Wash your hands thoroughly and dry them after handling your used cloth face mask. The coronavirus transmits easily and spreads fast. How is the virus transmitted? Person to person is the main method of transmission. The virus is transmitted through respiratory droplets, typically from coughs and sneezes from an infected person. You can get infected by inhaling the infected droplets and even through your eyes. You can also touch surfaces that have infected droplets, and when you touch your face with your infected hands, the virus gets an entry point. Some of the main symptoms of the coronavirus disease are fever, a dry cough, difficulty breathing, a sore throat, and red eyes. If you do show symptoms, notify your employer immediately. You should not go to work when you have symptoms or feel sick. Stay at home and self-isolate. Seek medical advice and get tested. Phone the South African Coronavirus 24-hour hotline. They will help you with any questions you may have. Stay safe, stop the spread, and let us work together to save lives.